This is Sarah Webb, host of the Science in Parallel podcast. In our first episode of Season 3, I talked with Joe Inslee about the beautiful and complex scientific visualizations that he and his team create to illustrate everything from blood flow to black holes. As Joe notes,
it's an iterative process. It starts with a conversation with the science team. What are you interested in looking at? And of course, everything.
This is one of those visualizations of a supernova explosion simulation by Adam Burrows and his group at Princeton University.
The thing that's interesting to me about it is that it's at such different scales, both in terms of time and space.
We're watching a shockwave form as the star begins to explode at the outside, while simultaneously matter is rapidly, powerfully pulled inward. There can be a lot of false starts and second guessing when it comes to visualizing science. After an early version of this animation, Joe and his team scrapped a large-scale fly-in approach because it missed the details of the dynamic physics happening at the explosion's core. Instead, they combined that big picture with other views, zooming into a medium level and slicing away outer material to reveal the activity inside. They added features like particles and rays that show the forces involved.
The particles that are in there are artificial, but it illustrates how at the center, essentially the particles are sort of trapped in the center where things are shrinking and cooling off. And then there's this exterior layer where things are then also expanding at the same time. That particular image where it's cut away, you see this sort of central thing that's on the order of, I want to say 10 or 20 kilometers, maybe 100 kilometers across, while at the same time, if you zoom back out, the shock wave that's expanding is on the order of 20,000 kilometers.
Burrows' team is building a catalog of these explosions with stars of different sizes and computing out over longer times than anyone has done before, up to 7 seconds. These visualizations tell a story, and part of Joe's job is to develop the narrative. Sometimes their primary goal is helping scientists understand their data, but many times he's taking a step back to figure out exactly which guideposts the general public might need to understand the science and its beautiful complexity. You can listen to much more of our conversation on your favorite platform or at scienceinparallel.org.